Hi, welcome to 2020 Tasty Treats with GourmetQuilter. I'm Susan Clare, GourmetQuilter, and we're having some fun with some dogs. So we're doing some dog appliques, and we've got all these different characters up here. Some are keen to chat, some are just not so sociable, some are just a little bit worried, but generally speaking, basically happy. So there's 20 dogs in the series, and there's a pattern available through GourmetQuilter.com if you're interested. The pattern is downloadable. It comes out a different dog pattern each day for 20 days with a video to show you what I'm doing. So this is what you'll get for a pattern. So we've got all the shapes ready for tracing. We've got any lines that we need to mark so that we can stitch them to give the indication of legs, feet, noses, whatever it is. And there's a picture here of the finished applique, as well as in the pattern you do get a picture of all the dogs. So we'll just get going with this guy here. This is applique number 16, so we're well on the way. He's just a fairly slender chap, this one, and just keep an eye on the sides. There's not a huge amount of room either side of this particular block. So I've just positioned the body at the moment. I've marked where the legs are going to be stitched. I've just popped the collar on there, and now we need to pop his head on. So I've already marked on the head the eyes. So I had them all traced on the shape on the paper. So I've marked where the nose goes. I've coloured in the eyes and the nose with the permanent marking pens and a white gel pen. I've used the light box to help me see through so I can do all that. And then we're just going to pop this one over the top. So the collar goes on first because his head is sitting so that this bit here just comes down and you just see the collar either side. And then he's got these two little lighter coloured bits on his feet down the front here. Little light coloured socks on his front paws. So I think that's looking pretty good. Let's keep an eye on this little ear here. And I can iron all that in place now, and then we can get some stitching done. So I'm doing free motion stitching, and because I'm free motioning it needs some sort of a stabilizer, so I'm using a cotton batting for my stabilizer. So I'm just going to iron that so that they just generally hold together, it's not fusible. And then I can move this iron out of the way. And I can go to the sewing machine. I'm all set up for free motion sewing. I've got a dark thread on, I've got my feed teeth down, I've got a little open toe free motion foot on. So I'm just trying to work out where I want to sew first. We might just do his head first, I think. So I'm just going to start right above where there's a marking for his little sort of snout, I guess you'd call it, or nose. And I'm just going to come up around this top bit here. The beauty of the free motion is just being able to just go wherever it is that you want to go. So I've cut back to just about back to the other side of that little snout area. So I'm just going to go around the lower part of his jowls. I have coloured in the nose with a marking pen, but I'm just going to stitch around it. It just sort of helps with it looking about right. And I'm just going to go under that little bit under his chin there. And now I'm going to come across that top part of his nose area. And I think I'm going to come back over that just to give it an extra bit of definition. And now I can just skip onto this little collar, and then I can skip onto his body here and just keep coming around. So I've kind of done all the fiddly stuff. So I'm going to come all the way down here, and then I'm actually going to come all the way back up again, just so that that line is nice and strong. Just to where his little foot is, and then come back up that line, and then come around the outside of that hind leg. And so I'll continue on, I think, doing this. I don't think there's anything different for you to see at this stage. I'll end up back up at the collar again eventually. So I'll just keep going and show you when I'm nearly at the end. So I'm just coming up the last little stretch now. And just got this little bit of collar here to do. And this dog is done. He is looking like he's just sitting up to attention. I wonder whether he's plotting mischief. Put them over here. I think he's plotting mischief. I think that's what that look means. So it's not too mischievous. So that was applique dog number 16, and I will see you again with applique number 17.